Republic has got you inside scoop now from the Eagleton Resort, where the Gujarat MLAs, remember, have been cooped up, and the MLAs now are getting restless. The Congress still wanting to keep its flock together. The Congress, we are hearing, also organized a cricket match only because it wanted to keep its MLAs busy. These are visuals of August the 2nd, when you've seen these Congress MLAs there inside the resort, restless. Some of them also saying that they want to get back to Gujarat. Pooja Prasanna, I believe, is with us on the phone line. And Pooja, this is a real challenge. You know, come August the 8th, this is really going to be difficult for the Congress, it seems already.
You know, Deepthi, every time these legislators from Gujarat talk about going back, you know, the first day also we saw how 4 of them revolted and demanded that they should be sent back. Some sort of entertainment programs are arranged right after that. The first day, in fact, they have arranged for a karaoke to keep these MLAs happy. And yesterday, when 12 of them, in fact, revolted and demanded that they should be taken back to Gujarat, they organized a cricket match for these MLAs. And the KPCC president, G. Padmeshwara himself, went down there to placate these MLAs. So it's become almost a pattern now. And it's getting increasingly difficult as the day comes close to keep them in good mood, to ensure that they don't feel frustrated and also intimidated, and to ensure finally that they stay with Congress and vote for Ahmed Patel for those crucial Rajya Sabha elections. So it is an uphill task for Congress going forward from here. In a couple of days, they will fly back to Gujarat. But having said that, how can Congress ensure that their flock stays together and vote for Ahmed Patel? That is a bigger challenge now.
And interestingly then, you know, Pooja, this also drives home the point that these MLAs are not there perhaps because of their own volition. The very reason why they are restless, they are wanting to come back to Gujarat, talks of coercion.
Definitely, several of them are unhappy with the way they've been kept here. You know, while on the face, several of them came in front of media and said that they want to be here because they don't want to go back to Gujarat. But the fact remains that if they did not want to jump the boat, then what was the need to bring them away from Gujarat? They could have very well stayed back there, attended to their duties, to their, constituencies, and still not be lured by anybody. So clearly, all is not well in Congress camp, irrespective of what they want others to believe. And it is becoming a challenge keeping these disgruntled elements, because every now and then a few of them start off saying we want to go back to Gujarat, and others join in, bringing in a mood of homesickness and also frustration. So it definitely all is not well as they want us to believe, and things are getting trickier and more challenging with the DK Shivkumar's house being he was the chief negotiator, he was the host. With him being away, it's getting even more difficult for Congress.
And look at the timing, you know, Pooja, even as you get this inside detail of what's happening as far as Congress's own camp is concerned. Today is when Rahul Gandhi is also in Gujarat. So is that...
One second, sir. Sir, one second, sir. Sir, DK Shivkumar's mother has expressed disappointment in you that you've not helped her, sir.
I do not want to react. I do not want to react.
So what do you have to say about the raids that's still ongoing?
See, this is a politically motivated raid.
Okay.
See, and the timing is also,
Correct.
it clearly shows that it's politically motivated.
Okay.
If really, see, I am not against the raid on any house, or search on any house.
Yeah.
But the time that they have selected and the intention of the central government and the IT department and the legislators who are there in the Eagleton Resort, they made a statement. What is that they have made a statement?
Sir, about
ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಪ್ರೇರಿತ ದಾಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಐಟಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು
sir,
No. You look into the time and the MLAs who are here in the Eagleton. Why they went to the Eagleton?
CRPF was used, you said, sir, but not the police.
Yes. See, this is the first time they brought CRPF people with the IT officials. Why they have brought?
Sir, now
Always they have to take the assistance of the local police. But this time they have brought the CRPF people.
Sir, now several MPs, including Anant Kumar, have said now the BJP is trying to fight corruption. The Congress now again is blaming them. How do they go about this thing?
There are corruption charges against Anant Kumar only. Inquiry is still going on. Corruption charges against so many leaders in Karnataka. Yediyurappa is not facing corruption charges?
Sir, now overall, sir, now do you feel DK Shivakumar will come out clean, sir, through all these raids?
See, let us see. We do not know what happened in the search, what is they found in the search. But according to me, it's a politically motivated. He's a minister, and taking the reserve police to his house and other places, it is not in a federal state. This is not correct.
So will you have a meeting with ministers, sir? Because MB Patil expressed fear that other ministers could
No, that is an internal matter. I will discuss with them.
Sir, overall for the
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು.
So that is the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, there breaking his silence on the ongoing raids. Even as we speak, more live visuals now, real-time visuals on your screens. This, remember, is outside DK's residence there. And the vehicle, I believe, that you see going inside also has the brother, Suresh Kumar. We are given to understand that he perhaps was not allowed to let go inside. He's come for the second time during this entire day today. Earlier, remember, we also heard from him, and he did say that these raids have happened at about 70 places. That's an admission coming in from him. He also goes on to say that the money that has been recovered so far post these IT raids does not even belong to DKS in particular. Importantly, he also makes that statement that the entire Congress top brass is supporting us. And Pooja Prasanna continues to be with us even as we get you these more images on your screens. Pooja, Siddaramaiah there speaking up. He questions the timing, the intention, also the presence of the central forces now.
He has been objecting to CRPF being used in these raids from day one, but the IT officials have maintained that they found it necessary because they could not intimidate the state police or seek their help, given the fact that the state police is under the chief minister, who's also the home minister. So by that logic, they have used CRPF, and Siddaramaiah is factually incorrect in saying this is the first time that CRPF has been used in raids, because when Janardhan Reddy, former BJP leader, was raided in Ballari, CRPF too was used in that situation. Fearing that there could be a law and order problem. Similar reasons have been cited by the IT officials too. But, Siddaramaiah has been parroting deeply the lines of every other Congress leader across the country. It's a political vendetta, but he chooses to not say anything about is DK Shivakumar clean or not. Will there be something found in these raids? Because he says, let's wait and see what they find in this raid, going on to show that they're not completely confident that DK Shivakumar is stain-free, is corruption-free, because in the past too, he has been embroiled in several corruption charges and has cases against him in other agencies also. So while they're trying to take political advantage of the situation, they too cannot fully back DK Shivakumar technically, but politically, yes, they are standing with him because this is a desperate situation and it's a do-or-die situation for Congress.
Oh yes, absolutely. And when it comes to probity, we do not know whether Congress really stands. Pooja, stay with us. Let's also get in a live update from our colleague Atul, who's standing by outside DKS residence at this point in time. Atul, again through your cameras, if you can give us a sense of the kind of action that we still see there. And we were given to understand that the brother Suresh again arrived there. Has he been allowed entry?
Yeah, he's been allowed. This was his second attempt since morning. He came to meet his brother here, but first attempt was rejected by the income tax officers. He came for the second time. DK Suresh has clearly said that he wants to meet DK Shivakumar and he wants to take him to the resort to hold a discussion with the Gujarat MLAs to chalk out the next strategy. But when he came for the second time, this is the gate of DK Shivakumar's entrance where cops have been surrounded with it. The CRPF which is being guarding his house did not allow him to enter. If I ask my camera person to just pan the supporters who are just sitting in front of the DK Shivakumar's house, they started chanting slogans and demanded that why he is not being allowed, being the family member of the DK DK Shivkumar. So after all this, this was a kind of small drama which happened here. Supporters started chanting slogans in favor of DK Shivkumar, which forced IT officials to open the gates for the DK Suresh. Now he's been allowed, he has
Atul,
gone inside, but we don't have any confirmation that whether he was allowed to meet his brother or not.
okay, and Atul, very briefly, because we are talking of these supporters, would it be possible for you to speak to them? Tell us what they believe of the kind of corruption charges, the kind of money that has been recovered so far. What was this huge sum of money doing with DKS? Was this actually meant for the Gujarat MLAs? What happens to probity? Those are questions if you can take with them, please.
The entire Karnataka state, and has been a focus across the country as we're bringing in this live visuals of tense movements outside DK's house.
Atul, if you can hear me, we were wanting to hear from these Congress supporters who are outside the DKS residence. In fact, they've been protesting there. What are they protesting against? What happens to this money that has been recovered so far? It seems some trouble with that link for the moment with Atul. But remember, he continues to be with us. The reporter there reporting from live outside the DKS residence. You do see considerable police bandobast also outside. Even as the brother now, DK Suresh Kumar, now has been allowed to enter the residence now for the second time. Earlier, we also heard from the Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, there reacting, speaking to the media, where he goes on to question the timing of the raid, the intention, and also the presence of the central forces. Let's quickly, I believe, try to listen in to that reaction once more from Siddaramaiah. Then we'll go back to our reporters.
Oh, that's why we protested. Being a younger brother, he's not allowed inside to see his elder brother.
But income tax officials had already rejected him getting enter in the morning time, stating that inquiry is going on and nobody will be allowed. So that was the part of the investigation.
You told that there are meetings in Eagleton Resort for Gujarat MLAs are there. About that discussion, he wanted to discuss with him. That's why he went.
But don't you think that it will put an hurdle during the investigation if somebody is interfering in it?
No, it is not. I think it is not hurdle because he is a own brother. How can it become a hurdle? If somebody going outside from outsider means that is a problem.
Yeah, this is what the supporter has to say, that they are not trying to put any hurdles. And as he is yeah. This is
for the investigation, but what about the huge money that has been recovered so far, Atul? Who does that money belong to?
Yeah, see, this question was asked to DK Suresh when he had come first time to meet DK Shivkumar in the morning. He has clearly stated that the 10 plus odd crores which has been recovered from the IT salutes, he has clearly said that it doesn't belongs to them. If it belongs to them, then they are ready to explain, give the explanation to IT salutes. He has clearly stated that the money is been seized in piece way, in some house 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs or 50 lakhs kind of thing. And all together, when it has been clubbed, the figure has come to some 10 crores. But it doesn't mean that the entire money belongs to DK Shivkumar or the DK Suresh. He says that his family is ready to face any kind of inquiry, and they are very much clear to give the explanation and the source of money if it is seized from their house and their source of income.
But you know, Atul, I fail to think that if, the Mantri there believed that he was so clean, why did he skip the summons earlier? Why is that a question that not bothers the Congress party and these Congress supporters, Atul, who are camped outside the DKS residence?
Yeah, these Congress supporters are camping ever since the first day the raid happened here actually. They say they want to see DK Shivkumar's face here because since yesterday he has not come out. In fact, the salutes have not allowed DK Shivkumar to come out and in fact to meet anybody here. That was the worry for DK Shivkumar also. That's what DK Suresh, his brother, also told today morning to the media that his brother is not allowed to meet him or anybody or any of the family members. He has not come outside the house itself. So this is being worry factor also for the Congress leaders now. In fact, some time back, Karnataka Legislative Council's Chief Whip Ivan D'Souza also tried an attempt to meet DK Shivkumar when during the raid is underway, the investigation is underway. We questioned him, how can he come and interfere during the investigation? He clearly says that I was not aware, I came to meet Shivkumar and I wanted to know what exactly is happening in the raid. But when he says, when I saw CRPF officials holding the AK-47, now I am feared. I don't want to go inside. And even he did not attempted to go inside also, and he has to go back from where he came.
Okay, but you know, Atul, there are also reports indicating that perhaps a tip-off was given by some Congress Neta himself. The reason why we've seen the IT department there landing outside the residence of the DKS, residents at the point. But look at this, the Congress already looks like a divided house, is it not? Ask these supporters what happens to charges of corruption. Will they stand by corruption?
Yeah, I will ask the same question to the DK Shivkumar's supporter. In fact, he is the Bangalore mayor's son, Sandeep, who is very close to DK Shivkumar. But there are charges against him that a lot of huge money is been recovered from his houses and undisclosed assets have been. What do you want to say about that, the charges framed against him?
Nobody have seen the charges, no, sir. First we have to prove that. Then only we can accept, no. Nothing, still now, nothing is recovered. Let it should be proved. Then we can, I accept you.
But already there have been reports that huge amount of money has been recovered from his Delhi residence.
But where? But where? Do you have any reports, sir?
Already the photos are being out.
You have seen the reports, sir.
So that's what I am telling. That's what the officials are telling, that a huge amount of money has been recovered. All the undisclosed.
They are telling, but they are not. They are telling, that's all, in words. But they are not showing, no. Let them show to the people. Let the truth knows to the people. That's it.
Yeah, that's what Sandeep has to say, that this is just a kind of information being coming from the IT department and they have to justify for their claims.
So this essentially means, Atul, that this is a strategy of the Congress party. They will go to town, cry foul, say that we are targeted, feign ignorance, no matter of money, that really has been picked up, will be able to open their eyes. But will this work?
That is what it looks like. In fact, the Chief Minister, who was not willing to come outside his house for the past 4 or 5 days, he came out openly today and he clarifies that though there are raids being conducted, Congress is not opposing the raids. Let the raids be go on, but this is the wrong time, what CM says. So then now the Congress itself has to answer what would be the right time for the raids, when the IT salutes whether the IT salutes have to ask Congress leaders when they have to be raided or when they have to be questioned for illegal assets or wealth being created by them. So, in fact, when media people question Chief Minister whether DK Shivkumar will be dropped from his cabinet or whether he will be resigning after opposition BJP's Yedurappa and Anant Kumar, Union Minister, demanding the same, he says already the allegations are against both the leaders Yedurappa and Anant Kumar. So they don't have any rights to ask a resignation from Yedurappa. So it clearly says that Congress is backing DK Shivkumar. Entire AICC functionary is with DK Shivkumar. They does not want DK to go simply away with any kind of thing. The simple reason why it is because the Gujarat MLAs are being stationed in Bangalore. This Congress does not want Ahmed Patel to lose the Rajya Sabha seat. This is the very vital thing, and this is the reason why entire Congress functionary is standing behind the DK Shivkumar.
All right, Atul, we also sense some bit of activity behind you. So I'll just give you a breather so that you can get a sense of what's happening, and also get in Pooja Prasanna, who's been with us on the phone line for a big picture. Pooja, we are also putting out more sensational details, more sensational developments, Pooja, in the entire case, because what we are now given to understand, Pooja, is that DKS's mother now has spoken up, and she squarely is blaming the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Pooja.
This politically and technically is getting more and more interesting and murky, Deepthi. We now have DK Gauramada, mother of DK Shivkumar and DK Suresh, of course. Not even mincing words, where she's hitting at Siddaramaiah, saying that he has grown because of my son and he gets all sorts of work done. He makes my son do all sorts of errands. And now at a time like this, he is not backing my son. And in fact goes as far as saying that all of this is Siddaramaiah's doing. She blames him, saying that this is a plot, hatched by Siddaramaiah, and he's, jealous of her sons, which is why he's plotting against them. Huge statement coming in from the mother of DK Shivkumar. What sort of ramifications this will have politically, we will have to wait and watch, because on the front, Congress is putting up a very united house. But Deepthi, I want to draw our viewers' attention to what we broke yesterday, the inside scoop of how there could have been some Congress leaders involved in tipping off these IT officials. And when they got a whiff of the fact that he was being probed, they helped IT officials gather some evidences as well. So is this something pointing to that direction? Is the Congress just trying to bury what has happened, the cracks within their own party in Karnataka? Is that the larger picture that we're looking at? We have to wait and see how the other leaders will react to this. But the fact that this comes from DK Gaurama, who's, in at least in a small capacity, has been actively involved politically and, in their businesses, somebody who's not a complete nobody as far as these two brothers are concerned, it's very significant at this time.
Oh yes, and Pooja, I believe that reaction is up and ready. Let's quickly play that out, Pooja, then I come back to you.
ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಏನು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೋ ಅವನು ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೇ ತತ್ತಿ ಮಸೀತಾನೆ. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಂದಾನೇ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ದಿವಸ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ದ್ವೇಷ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಕಾದ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಏನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವನು ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರು ನೋಡ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡ್ಲಿ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಅಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ?
ಅಸಮಾಧಾನನೇ. ನಮ್ಸಿ ಕತ್ಕೊಯ್ತಾನೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊತಾನೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳ ಕೈಲಿ. ನಮ್ಸಿ ಕತ್ಕೊಯ್ತಾನೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ. ಆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ನನಗೂ ಅವನ ಮೇಲೂ ಅಸಮಾಧಾನನೇ. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳು ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ದೇಶ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ದಾಳಿಯ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಕೈವಾಡ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನುಮಾನನ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಿನ ಹಿಂದೆ?
ಇದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಯಾಕೆ ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ಹಿಂದೆಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಅಂತ ನಾಟಕ ಆಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ? ನಾನು ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ.
So that is a big claim, Pooja. Now we have the mother's reaction. We've put that out, and this clearly, remember, lends credence to the story, Pooja, that you broke first here in Republic, saying this could be an insider's job. This could have an insider hand. She's exactly talking about that.
Yesterday we spoke about how, DK Shivkumar might be an extremely powerful man here in Karnataka Congress, but he's not someone without enemies even within the party. So that is what this is also pointing fingers towards PP, because she's going as far as saying that one of the tallest leaders here in Karnataka, the Chief Minister himself, might have had something to do with these raids, and they've not done enough to protect their sons. And she's also saying that her sons have been used by Siddaramaiah and other leaders politically and otherwise to carry out any kind of errand. So, multiple revelations coming forth in the soundbite by DK Gaurama, the mother of DK Shivkumar. Politically, this will definitely send some shivers and have some ripple effect, because this was almost like an unspoken secret within Congress. They were all trying to put up a brave front, but within there are multiple cracks, multiple factions, and with 1 year ahead, or we're staring at elections here. So definitely they'd want to try and pull down each other. We've seen this happening in the past as well. Is that what is being played out here? Because she says BJP and Siddaramaiah, though he belongs to the same party as my son, I think he's had a role to play in these raids. Very significant words coming from DK Karama there.
Oh yes, and it clearly brings out the kind of infighting that many have only been talking as far as the Congress's own house in the state of Karnataka is concerned. Pooja, Atul, please stay with us. Let's also get a perspective quickly from our colleague Khalid, who's reporting from Delhi. Remember, the Delhi residence has also been under the radar, Khalid, ever since. And this morning you were telling us more details of, how the IT sleuths actually had exited that residence, and Parikshit will also be with us in a bit. So Khalid, what's the sense that you pick up now? Will they come back? What have they recovered so far?
Well, yes, as of now, there is no word as to whether the IT sleuths will return to this particular place. They had left earlier today and recovered some documents from this place. In last 3 days of the raids, there was some cash which was also recovered from this particular location, which amounts to multiple crores, around 6 to 7 crores. Remember, the exact amount of cash which was recovered is not known yet because this was a developing situation. Raids were continuing for 3 days. The IT sleuths out here did take some documents in a bag, and they were also examining various electronic devices in the house. This is a 1,200 square feet house which was raided for around 3 days, approximately 50 to 60 hours. So clearly that gives us the scale, the massive scale of the raids that were conducted against DK Shivakumar by the IT department. There were raids conducted at various locations in Delhi, including RK Puram, some locations here in Safdarjung as well. Right now we are at B5 201 Safdarjung Enclave, and the 4th floor of this particular building was in fact raided by the IT department. We tried to get in to the house which was raided. We tried ringing in the bell of the house, but clearly there was no response from whoever is inside the house. We don't have a clarity as to whether there is anyone inside the flat which was raided by the IT department. And this is a very crucial raid because we haven't seen such a massive scale of IT raids conducted in the last few years. This raid continued for 3 days, and here IT sleuths were continuously present for about 50 to 60 hours. In fact, yesterday also they left for a bit at around 1 p.m. and later in the evening they returned to this particular premise and continuing their raids.
For now, Khalid, the Congress continues to stand by DKS. For the moment, thank you to you. Also to Parikshit's apologies. We haven't been able to come to you, Parikshit, because of want of time. Also to Pooja and Atul, but we keep our focus on that big story.